So every time I perform a song or I show a song to someone, they always say, Alessandro, how the hell did you write that? And sometimes the answer is a little bit difficult because there's no one standard way that songwriters go ahead and write a song. So as an example, for By My Side, I started with a chord progression. Then after coming up with a chord progression, I would come up with a melody, which is me pretty much humming over progression and then throwing lyrics into that melody. So to show you, and then I would put lyrics into it. I can't stop thinking about that summer, Alright, so for this particular song actually, it was really difficult to come up with lyrics for some reason. I was having a major writer's block. And it's pretty funny actually that the inspiration behind the song is the man himself, Bruno Mars. I had actually gone to a concert of his during the summer one year, and it was just around the time that I had come up with that chord progression and I had a melody in mind. So after going to this concert, I was just so inspired. This concert was fantastic. If you haven't seen Bruno Mars in concert, when he comes out with his third album and he releases his tour dates, I highly suggest you go see him. It actually inspired me to come up with some lyrics, and I went to this concert with a friend of mine. I'm not going to say her name just in case she doesn't want me to say it, but you know who you are. She actually helped me write this song and she didn't even know it. We had an awesome time just dancing and listening to him perform with his band. And on our way home from the concert, I remember the person that I went with, he specifically said, do you know those days where you just wish you could replay them back? That concert was one of those days. That line that she said actually went into the song. If I had it my own way, I would replay that moment all day. And that's exactly where that line came from. So before I wrote this song, I tended to have some really lovey-dovey type of lyrics. And for this song, I just felt that the chord progression was a little bit more edgy than what I had originally been writing before this. That's where the second verse comes in, where I say, I can watch you move that body all day, and so on and so forth. So to kind of change up the speed of it and to kind of make it a little bit more interesting, a little bit more passionate, a little bit more energetic, a little bit more fire into the song, I wanted to make that second verse more edgy. And that's why I wrote the second verse the way it was. So then the chorus. I remember writing verse number 1 first. And it was this idea of, I want to replay this moment all day. And I said, well, if you want to replay this moment all day, that means you want to be with this person all the time. And you want to have them by your side. And that's how the chorus kind of came about. Now the bridge, I needed something to break up two choruses, because I knew I wanted to repeat the chorus, but I needed something to break it up. And I needed a bridge. So, oddly enough, and I can't believe I'm going to actually divulge this information, I was watching a movie called No Strings Attached with Ashton Kutcher and Natalie Portman. And if you haven't seen it, just quickly, it's about Ashton Kutcher and Natalie Portman who are friends with benefits, and they end up falling in love with each other. And at the end of the movie, they have this big scene where they get together finally, and Natalie Portman confesses her love to Ashton Kutcher, and Ashton Kutcher says something along the lines of, if you come any closer, I'm never gonna let you go. And as soon as I watch this movie, I'm thinking in my head, holy shit, that is perfect for the song that I'm writing right now. Because the whole idea is, I am so deeply in love and passionate about this one person, I need them by my side all the time. And Ashton Kutcher goes and throws that line out, and I'm like, perfect. So, if you come closer, darling, I'm prepared to never let you go again. If you come closer, darling, I'm prepared to never let you go again, So that's how I wrote that song in a nutshell. So thank you Ashton Kutcher and Natalie Portman, and thank you to the mystery person who attended the Bruno Mars concert with me. You guys definitely get the co-writer designation on the song. So that's it for the first episode of Sunday Songwriting Sessions. I hope you guys enjoyed the song, and I hope you guys like this aspect of it, because we don't really get to hear the explanation behind songs very often. We kind of take them at face value, and I really wanted to show the behind the scenes version, because it is sometimes really interesting to see how simple things can spark an idea, like a Bruno Mars concert or Ashton Kutcher and Natalie Portman. So thanks guys, and we'll see you next week with a new song.